Like I was on the place 10 minutes away from Cambridge. Was the place not sporty? And I tell you, Cambridge, it was really, really hard for me. And that was the place. And I was just so confused. And I can't go there. And I can't write my dad will do everything. He'll figure it out. In my different, I know big it up. No, that's one I'm on a rebook. I don't remember the agency. Then I'm like, let's say, could you 200 back to 10 minutes and then moon. I shall that way, like which room I am going to come to my kids and blood training. I don't go to her. Indiana no get up training my city as you can get here. Indiana no was one. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, this is the third time that I'm taking this video. The first time it was face, the second time it was the audio. The mic just died in a video of me recording. Anyways, so I just decided to do Timbotora from sort of the things that I experienced is when I got to high school. As an exposure, I attended into university in a new country or a different country exactly. So it was in 2020 when I came here. The previous year, 2022, I started my A level at a school in Mashingo, Zimbabwe. So my parents applied on their own. It's communicate. After one acceptance later, they just told me, you're not moving to this country. Take your stuff, say goodbye to your friends who decided to tangle a new life in a new place. Mind you, I'm the number and I was there before, and I was a kid and I was not even prepared. So I came in 2023 January, and we came by bus. And I remember perfectly well the person in the bus I was so scared, I don't want to lie. I didn't even get time to research or to look into like what I was getting myself into, but my parents had researched and they knew that that's what they want me to do. So I started off with us coming here. Like I said, I got an angel. I got with the Kuti Kanamashika Muringi Muda he helped us with booking a taxi Kuti Tinga Kuloch Katagara that particular day. So Shagatin is a good Tashika pa taxi rank not a taxi rank pa ring my bus. Tashika tingo brigade kunzibude panga pani vanhu vanga vakamira vakaonda taxi. Mama going there. We can take you wherever you want to go. And remember, in a place that you don't know, very desperate, and you don't even know could you take your chatora, are you going to reach Urupinda alive or not? You're not even sure. Urkungori cash is gambling. But it's just really didn't experience that. But we're going to talk about that even though I didn't experience it. Once they know could house could just how you don't even understand the language. Most of you are Shikaman and you don't even know where you're going, you're confused. And there is that as an advantage you could charge you 3 times the money that you were supposed to buy. For example, 3 times the money you're supposed to pay. For example, one of the things that Pakopakabana is $1. $30. The moment I know how much Kungo mention any English word, what was victim of Kuvaro and Kuta overcharge. That's how it was. And the scariest part is sometimes it's kind of a new student, right? Whether we go or anything, you don't really know if you're going to make it because you're not sure of the person. You don't know if they have ill intentions or they're just good people. Then I said, Tashika, okay, cool. As when I tell you, Pandagawa, I didn't know anything. Nanaga Pata Zutudio, not Kupata Kokushka Kubaro, but like I was just so confused. Nanagango Garden, that I knew that my dad would do everything, he'll figure it out. In my defense, they decided to move me to a different country, looking as if they'd done everything behind my back, and I was not sure what I was getting myself into. So I just sat down like the princess I am. Joke, I just sit down like that. No, he knows what he's going to do. Let me just leave him and do whatever he wants to do. And I'm just going to sit here. The next day, came back to academic office. Did the person in the academic office not ask me my student number? Ningaziva. Guys, the student number. Now, when I tell you I didn't know like that, that's an example of in and I said years and died. Ndarongo akapindura akasvika pakubvunza kuti inini ndinoda kuuya pana vakanti mwana wenyu ndiye ari kuita enroll in her, and then ndobva vati no mwana wangu. I felt so shy. My dad really did everything for me. Accommodation is the one who figured it out. He applied in campus, and I think that's one of the best decisions they ever made for me. We'll get there. The second thing was he applied for my permit. I didn't even know. Like I was talking about a permit, apply was this year. That would later renew my permit. That's when I had to figure it out. Otherwise, the first time I came here, my dad did everything for me. So, in my first year, I got campus the whole year, and then I later decided to move out of campus. And when I told you to campus, it was really, really hard for me. And I was staying in a double shed room, self-contained, so I didn't see like my common toilet I could like a lot of people use in with our own bathroom. I think you get what I'm trying to say. But we shared the kitchen. Guys, when I tell you kuti munu anogona kubikira poto yake ongoisiya musingosvika pakuora pakuzara mamodzi munhu kusvika pakurasirwa mapoto asina kumbofunga kuti poto yangu inoda kusuka. And munhu kutogaiziva kuti kana ndasuka maplates angu ndasvibisa, I think I have to clean it so that the next person can be able to use it. And munhu agoni kucleana stove, munhu anosiya zvinhu zvakanamira pastove ichita kunhuhwa. That's how bad it was. And at this one particular time pane munhu akauya akarutsira musingi mukitchen. That's one of the things that I need to know. I'm not going to do this at the end of the year. I give up. And one more thing. So Mukambas, we had like my common fridge. So that means that when we sang us now personal fridge, I can say nyama yake momo. Yes, I go do ningo tenga nyama yako emanzi uchiti I'm saving. And then munhu washake touya otongotora kusagara kwerura watenga renyama remanzi apeona kana mari yese yapera kutiwa. And at one particular point, this happened to me. Ndasvika pakati pemanzi ndisina kana stand, and I know that particular man ndabirwa nyama. I was so depressed, and like hautombotsvaga munhu kana unomutsvaga sei, plus chero munhu akangonokumbira makizi akandibatsira nyama yangu anongotora ndiani anoziva kuti atora nyama isiri yake kana kuti haisi yake, ndiani anombozviteera. 1 2 that particular man ndanangosarwa nemari yekungoti yaindikwanisa kukwira kombi kuti ndinotora mari yandandichazotumirwa the next month. That's how broke I was. That was one of my biggest problems. Yeah. Guys, I went through the most that month. So eventually ndakazodivida kuti ndakuda kubuda mucampus ndandikazvikwanisi. And to say ipapo, I made really bad financial decisions there. That was one of the hardest things I faced. Kumunanga achangobva kuhigh school. Kumission maimbopuwa mari yakawanda here. Your life was mostly about tax and like mazepe 50 cents. And most of the mari yakaipwa yaitikwana for a month because it was not really a lot. Not even a month. I think it was 2 months then to visit. And then I was but yeah, mari shoma. And I was not used to that life. I have to budget kuti sugar ndingatenga, cooking oil ndingatenga, nyama ndingatenga, zvese ndingatenga. Ndanangodzera kuti munhu anoita inini I'll just find zvinhu zviri mumba ndoita. And when I tell you kuti pandakamuva kure navabereki, that was one of the things that I had to learn. I learned the hard way. Chero kabvunza ndakangizitoiwe kuti chida budget andoiziva. And now I really budget a lot because that was one of the things that really affected me. Kunze kwezvimwe zvinhu zvese mari yaisakwana, and mari yaunopuwa as a student is never going to be enough because unenge une zvinhu zvakawanda zvichida kuitwa, and mostly unenge uri either affected by it or by poor financial decisions. Anyway, fast forward, I decided kuti ndibude mucampus. That time life was not easy as it is right now. So kwanza ngwana imba online or shishi. No, you had to walk. And kufamba kwacho kahungofambi semunhu asina direction. No, you had to look for my house agent. I remember I got this friendly house agent, but my price in my house agent, guys, one pane two my separate figures. Pane figure kuti ango it take time out of his day kuti akuperekedze kuti iwewo unoshaga imba akuratidze dzimba dzaawana unobhadhara mari. Then kozoita imwe figure inodhura kudarika the first one that I said yekuti waenda ukanoona imba ukaifarira ukataura nalandlord mukawirirana ipapo manje unobhadhara times two to the original price. And one of the things that I faced is that I had to walk. This number and this takes this machine like I for 5 hours in Jaga Imba. And I think around like 3 houses or 4 houses that should be my students. Why? Because my students, they are very careless, to be honest. They don't take care of Jino 1. 2 when they don't even pay rent is either kuti atanono kashinda kamira mdara or like kuti arikujigamari. Some people will really reflect like that. So zakava zvaita ma disadvantages kune vamwe vanhu vanenge vangori innocent vasina kana any problem. But eventually I got the place. And here, manje kuti ndawana place, ndakufara ndawana place, ndakaudza the place is 10 minutes away from campus. Was the place not 45 minutes away from campus? And I was desperate, and it's December, Kumba. It's Christmas. Because I'm 45 minutes away from campus, I had to lie to my parents. I'm like, Ndawana is 15 minutes away from campus. It's okay, I like it. The house is okay, I liked it, but the distance told me. And Mamangonga that as long as it's more than 20 minutes away from campus, no, we're not going to take that. Apparently, I was already exhausted, so I just took that. And then, one thing that I realized was good. It's either you can be 10 minutes away from campus and you find good isn't like an hour away from campus. Or my pictures, it's opposite of what you're told. Or look. Those are the most common experiences and the things that I experienced in Shaka Impact. Then the other thing is this I didn't experience, but it's something that is very common. Because you know, sure, you like and you don't want to come back to Zambia to look for a place, like you're looking for a place. One guy agent power up my group, then auto para in the my pictures, or Tom Pamario, rented deposit, no matter agent film to mirror, and then when you come on, it isn't very Yagatura, Yakazara, or it was never up for rent, and that agent which I'm one could whatever marry. Like those are most of the challenges. And the other thing was communication barrier. Communication barrier really affected me. I don't want to lie. And I don't think I'm gonna to tell language and that when you're to part and some somebody and some and some people know that some people are not really privileged to the extent they could like they got to learn English, right? So you only want to go Jera, I know my mother tongue in English. Yet some people don't even know all of that. That's how bad it was. And that issue language barrier really affected me. I didn't even know kuti makombi are cheaper. And in the language barrier she might take and the girls and chango scapan up to out order it. And it would take almost half of my money. And even what was your budget, and you will stick at that budget, but eventually after I had just of Hamba, I learned kuti makombe hapa and then kanoska portal Zagade. Too much in the job, bus method rock to no, get me off here. I want to go this and this mama conducted didn't even understand English. Otherwise, because you're going to go around to Sarah. Kana pakona namsasa pero still ultimately pakona namsasa say introduce the you get introduce affect for a long period of time until that the giant and quanta could should be basic and I could not even negotiate combi or transport and you find kuti marianda badara kuti ndikire ride or taxi and later order it was like 3 times or 4 times the money that I would pay using a combi. That was a disadvantage. Then I think another common problem was near payment, but in payment I didn't apply for myself. The wrong work so it was easy whenever scanned. But the occasions they quoting, some people don't know and they're like my payment agents, those people they apply could see one payment tag and stuff like that, right? I don't apply the payment tag. So one agent fee I could apply that then plus Maria no badara for that study payment. And the disadvantage is kuti vamwe vanhu vanokubikira iwe unongoshiya kuti no ndakawana munhu ari bho apa wambadhara agency yake then womupa like let's say kuti 200 bucks permit and then munhu achawanikwa ungawane receipt permit watodyiwa mari yepermit. Those are some of the struggles guys unosangana nadzo apa iwe unongosina kwekuinda uri mu-new student unozivani hautombozivi hauzivi zvauri kuita and you just fall for some scammers. And then some people are lenient enough kuti vanokuapplyira zvinhu zvako then zvinhu zvako zvofamba zvakanaka. So in my experience I realized kuti if you're not street smart, and remember kana uchangobva ku-high school hauna exposure, as long as uchangobva ku-high school hauna exposure, because when you're in a high school you're not exposed to the real world. You are never exposed to the real world. You don't know what's going on, you don't know how to handle yourself. Where's still out of street smart uri munhu akakura achiumbikidzwa. That's one of the biggest disadvantages. Another thing was imposter syndrome. That was imposter syndrome the whole of my first semester. My first semester one and me imposter syndrome. I felt so out of place, ndaiva homesick, and you know kuti home will always be home guys. Chero ukafamba ukaenda kupi kumba kunongogara kuri kumba. And at some point it really got back to the point ndatombofuna kumanga kuti ai mama andichazvikwanisi zvekunoku inini I want to come there, because it was really that bad guys. And then I did make friends. After I made friends, sorry, I'm just fixing my mic a bit. Yeah, sorry. I did make friends. After I made friends, unfortunately, takabva tasiyana maclasses. Tasiyana maclasses today, that means our timetables were different. Uyanga akakuita zvake, uyanga akuita zvake. And guys, the truth is, it's really hard to maintain my friendships ekuita sekuti maybe iwe unogona kudarika umwe munhu or zvako zvoita sekuti zviri kufamba kudarika umwe munhu, especially if that person ari pazasi pako asina motivation or asingageti any motivation from you. That was really hard. And those friendships, they turned out to be kuti angangori maface and the dreams and last, which was sad. And it was really hard for me. I even got so sad. Not really depressed, but I was sad because but eventually I did make good friends. But what I learned from that was kuti someone is a in university, they are very important. They can either make you or break you. It's better to have a friend yokuti balance social life yake and academic life yake is really very good. So that person can still have fun but attain good grades. And when you can attain a good grades, you also feel motivated to work hard enough to get those good grades. So you got somebody and they get lower grades, that would never motivate you guys. That would never motivate you. You still be stuck ushita the bare minimum. So I think from the top of my head, those are my experiences. Like experiences one day. Those and the tower. I don't know if I've forgotten something. So if I've forgotten something, you can comment it down below and then we can talk about it. Guys, then that if I close up this conversation rate, rate will affect you guys. The US dollar rate. That was one of the worst things that I experienced. As munanga sata jaira kubata mari yakawanda asata jaira kuzoti zvinofamba sei. And the other thing was kuti kumanager kuti utsvage nzvimbo dzakawanda dzekuti utenge zvinhu zvakachipa nemari shoma yaunenge unayo. Yeah, I think those are all the things that I really experienced. If you feel like I didn't mention something that you've experienced or something that you'd like us to discuss, just comment down below and we can do this once a week. Thank you for watching this, but don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you guys.